Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. And here is the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Robin Grim Reaper. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Grim Reaper. Robin Reed, a former two-time super middleweight world champion and a bronze medalist from the 1992 Summer Olympics.
Just take note, look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Runcorn, England, here is a super middleweight champion of the world, the Reaper Man, Robin Reed.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. See how they come out. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Punches have to hurt. Defense is not an option for these two. Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They block that jab. They both want the knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Tell you what, Alvarez in that one. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Straight right just misses. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He parries away the left uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Cut just missed. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Reed goes down, but can he get up? And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, but look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Reed in that last round. He's been knocked out. There's the bell for round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength, and preparation is how you are going to deal with this.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time He throws a punch. A receipt is, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. All right, Alvarez. There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Punch to the head looks so good. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's something.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Perfect counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. All right, Alvarez. This is the beginning of round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to blossom.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Counter punching. That counter shot lands. This replay, you can see it. That box punch folded it like a lawn chair.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you on court.
All right, Alvarez in that last round. Well, this fighter has been... There's the bell to start round 7. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they had left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice. Where's your head at?
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win.
No fucking
Thank
way,
goodness
dude.
We've got instant
Come
replay.
on, man.
We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say.
Unreal. Unreal.
Are you okay?
Unreal. Bullshit.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Manassa Mauler, Jack. One of the hottest. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Oh, what a punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Uppercut doesn't get through. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about.
Catch and shoot. Dempsey is hurt. Down goes Jack Dempsey. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Give me your ball.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination maximum.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Jack Dempsey, oh boy, in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back?
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. On to the second round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Those counter punches have to hurt. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? No rest for the weary. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice job getting that punch through. That jab doesn't find a home. How about that time counter shot? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Hold that thought! The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Wet.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can you continue?
Let's see. Let's get it started in round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Back and forth they go. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Run around on the jab and breathe when you're stepping about, right? Nice round, round I like.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here!
That's how you fucking do it.
Oh my goodness.
Bitch.
I want to see that one more.
Fuck out of here. Get that fuck out of here. Get out of here. Knock his ass out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory, that's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes the Easton Assassin. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. One punch could change everything in this battle. Can't score with that jab. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Perfect counter lands. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That big hook doesn't land. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Misses with the right uppercut. They're both trying for a knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round.
All right, he got me that first round. Got me that first round.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
You're not giving outside fight.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Carries that jab away. He threw a punch and just got countered. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Well, the Easton Assassin in some trouble here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy? And there's the bell for round three. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
a high-octane battle. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That's another scoring shot. That counter punch caught him clean. He threw a punch and just got countered. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't score with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that... On to the fourth we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
With that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You can't score with that uppercut. Straight right just misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. On to the fifth we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. punching. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That counter shot lands. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The courage on display here is incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. This is the beginning of round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power. And I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They miss with the jab. That counter shot lands. They block that right hook. Impact. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and Klitschko just got rocked. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he's got... And there's the belt for round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Counter shot lands. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And there's the bell for round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A perfect counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? They exchange punches. It's all offense all the time. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two,
Sit your ass down.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you continue.
What? Motherfucker wants more, man.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash.
Yep.
You know, that's
what's up.